Hey guys, it's Eliza from Eliza Tall and Plain 99, and today we are going to be doing a get ready with me video. Today I aimed for a blue and yellow cut crease, but there was some user error. I made a few mistakes, I used some of the wrong products, and I ended up getting this really beautiful monochromatic look. So I did make some mistakes, and I think that's so important to leave into your videos because a lot of the times I see beauty bloggers, especially really big beauty bloggers, who edit out their mistakes and you can kind of tell, and it just gives you like the wrong vibe. So I just want to be completely honest with you. I did make some mistakes, but I think that makes the video more entertaining. And if you're interested in seeing how this came about, as well as some other things about me, like I talked about my favorite movie, TV show, other things like that, just keep on watching. But before you do, I want to remind you to subscribe as well as give this video a thumbs up, and let's get into it. For eyes today, we are going to be using this Juvia's Place palette. It's the Magic palette, and it has this lovely array of colors. And I think I'm going to do something blue and maybe yellow. But this is one of my favorite palette of theirs, probably because it has a shade that is close to my skin tone that I can set my entire lid with, which is what I'm going to be doing right now. I'm reaching for my brush. And so I'm taking the shade Cassie and going on top of my eyes to set the ton of concealer that is on my face right now. I really like classical music, which is weird to some people, but it's one of the things that I really enjoy. And I think my favorite song in the entire world is a song called Erbar Mehdi, and it's from the St. Matthew's Passion, and it's a beautiful song, and I absolutely love it. It's every time I listen to it, I get like a new meaning out of it, which I think like that's like the best kind of song, that every time you listen to it, you feel something new. Favorite pop artist, of course I love Beyonce, but I really love Lady Gaga. I like her song A Million Reasons. I like her song Sinner's Prayer. I like her earlier stuff. I like all of her. She's just amazing. I love her. Other artists I really like include Cher. Cher is my queen. I love Cher. I am currently on an eyebrow journey. I am trying not to pluck my eyebrows too much. When I was in middle school, I went eyebrow crazy. Oh my gosh, I plucked my own brows. It was just not a cute look. I thought I was so good at it, and I really was not at all. And so I'm trying to let them grow out on the ends because naturally I have very thick hair and very thick eyebrows. I've just plucked them so thin that now they're suffering. So now I fill them in. To transition to a darker shade, I'm going to take the color Doom from the Pastel Goth palette and put it in my crease. I tend not to wear blue eyeshadow because I used to wear a lot of blue eyeshadow when I was in middle school, and I did not know how to apply it. People would ask me if I started wearing makeup, and I'd be like, oh no, I'm not wearing makeup. But I totally was, and I feel so stupid now for like saying that because it's not a big deal. Okay, I don't really like this color. It's hard to blend. Next, I'm going in the color with Yajide. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's like a dark blue, and this is going to be a lot more blendable than the previous color. Just wait for it. With the Juvia's Place palette, there's like something sprayed on top of them because the shadows themselves are so soft that they break pretty easily, and so when you're snip them, there's like something sprayed on top, and it makes it kind of hard to blend at first when you first start using them, but then you get through that layer and it's like heaven. It's starting to look a little bit muddy, which is a concern for me. I'm going in with Ife on that same tapered brush, and I'm going to try and make this look better somehow. It looks a wee bit crazy right now. I'm gonna take a Mayron foundation in the shade Light and cut that crease, man. The cream foundation decided to mix with the pigment of the eyeshadow. I'm actually not going to use yellow because that would look really weird. So instead I'm going to use the color Farso and maybe the color Yamoja to set my now cream covered lid. Now with a tiny blending brush, I am going to attempt to blend I am going to go take a concealer and clean up underneath my eyes off camera, but I will be right back. I concealed underneath my eyes and it made a huge difference, and now I'm going to be doing my inner corner highlight and doing a little bit of my lower lash line to kind of pull the whole thing together. And yeah, I'm taking the Makeup Geek Shadow Backlight and doing my inner corner highlight, and I might mix that with a little bit of white eyeshadow. We just will have to see. But moving on to my favorite TV show. I watch a lot of TV shows. I am emotionally dependent on a lot of TV shows. That's not a good situation. But right now, I'd have to say my favorite comedy is probably Bob's Burgers. It is one of the funniest shows I have ever had the privilege of watching. It's hilarious. Favorite drama, I'm really liking the Queen of the South, which is not like Queen of the South of the United States. It's like Queen of the South as in Mexico, and it's a really good show with some really, really great acting. It's on Netflix if you want to watch that. Bob's Burgers is also on Netflix. It's also on Hulu. And you can also watch like 24-hour live streams of it on YouTube. Now I'm taking the color Ife and I'm going on my lower lash line just to kind of bring the whole thing together. I used to really like the show Supernatural. I have stopped watching it just because it's a little bit exhausting at times. It's a good show. It's sometimes a little bit exhausting. God damn it, her booty's like, God damn it. Mascara, where are you? For top and bottom mascara, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Lash Discovery, which has an awesome thin little tip that's great for lower lashes. And for my favorite movie, I honestly don't watch a ton of movies. I just prefer TV because there's more of it, I guess, if that makes sense. And then with a movie, it's just like one and it's over. That said, I really like The Imitation Game. One of my favorites. I'm gonna go apply some falsies and I'll be right back. Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore trees. Dream a little dream of me. To add a little bit of dimension, I'm going to contour using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit in the shade Light Medium. As for my favorite book, I like a lot of books. I think like a lot of kids, I was really into Harry Potter growing up and the Rick Riordan series. I think that's how you pronounce the author's last name, like Percy Jackson and all that. I was really, really into that growing up. I still like fantasy stuff. I like the Game of Thrones series, The Song of Ice and Fire, as it's really called. That's a really good series. It takes forever to finish one book, and so sometimes I just get bored with it and I put it down and then I'll pick it back up later. But my favorite book, I really like Animal Farm, which I read in school and I loved it and it really resonated with me. A lot of kids hated it and I understand why. It's a little bit boring at times. I really like The Handmaid's Tale. I read that when I was a freshman in high school. My teacher gave it to me and I really loved it. I also really loved Moby Dick when we read that in school. I really resonated, the character Queequeg, if you've ever watched or read Moby Dick, really resonated with me. I really like All the Light We Cannot See. That's a fantastic book. I think right now, at the moment, All the Light We Cannot See would be my favorite. I read that in school once again. I've liked a lot of the books that we've read in school. I was always that nerdy kid who actually liked to read. Next, I'm taking my favorite highlight that I broke. I know. It's like the Nikki Tutorials collaboration with Ofra, and it's really fantastic, but I broke it and I'm ashamed. Sorry. And I'm going to highlight dim cheekbones. This is MAC lip pencil in the shade Burgundy, and I'm going to outline my lips with it. Going back to the whole books thing, I really loved English class in high school. It was my favorite class, that and history. I wasn't so much for the math and sciences because I didn't really like them. I don't know why, I guess it's not my brain chemistry. I just didn't like them as much. This is the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in the shade Deceased. This is part of his holiday collection, but any old gray nude is what I'm going for here. This is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I had a lot of fun creating it, even though this wasn't exactly what I was going for, but I think that's just makeup. Sometimes you have one thing in mind and then something completely different happens, which is what happened today. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider subscribing down below, as well as giving this video a thumbs up and comment your favorite things, because I talked about my favorite things the entire time throughout this video, so it only makes sense if you share with me some of your favorite things. That's a lot of the word favorite. Anyways, I will see you all later, and bye!